So, some of you may recognize the old Harley Davidson. It's my old Burning Man bike. I made this back in 2002. Anyway, I've had it around for quite a while. It's gone through several iterations if you've been watching my YouTube channel. And not too long ago, I decided to make it a pulling vehicle for the old short nomad camper. But then the camper got all kind of funky, and I decided to tear that apart. So, you know, oh, man. Here I was left with a pretty good vehicle, and one day I just thought, what the heck? Let's put some storage on this thing and let's go camping. Yeah, someone messes with my bike. Look out. This will work. $32 at Walmart. Why not? Wouldn't want to be in a big rainstorm. That's for sure. That's nice. Got a little mesh here. Little pocket here and in front. Interesting. I gotta figure out a way to get out of the sun. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my God. Hey, hey. Oh my God, look at this. This is kind of a dumping zone for some people, if you haven't noticed. Here's a table over here. Found this chair. Let's see what we can make of this. Found these little reading glasses too. Not too bad. Okay, this is a Twig stove. Simple little soup can. That sits about ½ inch. Actually, it rests on the top of these holes where I put one of those step drills in, poke these out. First version I did, I used a can opener, very sharp, very dangerous. This is sharp as well, but only on the inside. This is my first test stove. It's from a 14.5 ounce vegetable can. A couple nails, threaded through the sides there. I even put a tent stake in there to keep it down in the ground. Not sure how it's going to behave. Let's give it a try. Of course, the smoke has to come right at you, right? But you can always duck out of the way. Well, if anything, I'm making a pretty nice smudge pot, eh? I'm going to fiddle fart with this for a little bit, and if it just refuses to go, I'll get out my bag of pellets that I brought with me. A lot simpler. They're dry. In the end, I had to throw some pellets in the stove. The twigs were just too wet. It had rained quite a few days prior to this little excursion, so I cheated, yeah. So I'm not all convinced about the twig stove. At least, like I said, not when the twigs are wet. They don't snap. You know they're not dry, and these all bent, which is an indication that there's moisture inside the twig. Talk about a struggle. Whoa. I love watching that Alone show. So every now and again in my lifetime, I put myself in the survival situation or just camping on the rough. Makes me appreciate what I've got when I get home. Microwaves are amazing. Just being able to flip a switch and have your stove go on. We got it pretty good in this world. It's a fun day riding around on the motorized bike. That's a 2 horsepower briggs and Stratton. I kind of developed this geared up system to where you can use your gear cluster on your bicycle. That's a 6-speed, so basically has 6 gears. When you're going downhill, it just idles. Kind of a pretty cool setup. It's different. Sure get a lot of looks. It's a little tricky driving with your 2 feet on the front 2 pedals. Once you sit up though and you kind of relax your legs, and then you can just pivot and just kind of move around like a regular bike, maneuvering back and forth. Takes a little getting used to, but technically, you know, it's a motor-assisted bicycle. That hit the spot. So the reason why I put the top on there is they used to make pannier bags called, what was it, Donkey Box or something like that. They went out of business, but they were real rugged and proved that fluted plastic can be real good for rigid, lightweight material for carrying luggage or daily household things in the case of a lot of people were using them for.
It is chaos, right? I'm not the kind of person who's going to take advantage of multiple compartments. I just want to like shove it all in there, pack it down, you know, and go.
This doesn't carry a lot. I just kind of conformed it to the back of my seat just to make it look cool, a little aerodynamic. It doesn't hold a lot. Most of what's in the back of the main storage area is my sleeping bag. As you saw, the tent and the sleeping pad fit on one side, and then I've got room for other stuff too. But today I just brought my lunch, came down the road a couple miles, and this is just a vacant 100-acre lot. Somebody clear cut, and you know, now people are just dumping shit here. But it's nice, just right off the main road. Nobody's bothering me. It's just a fun place to kind of kick back, walk around. But anyway, I may build another bike camper. I got another one in mind. I'm trying to coalesce all of the designs that I've made in the past, both rear entry bike campers, side entry, and go for something that might be, you know, all those uh, positive attributes to the different models put together in one. We'll see how that happens and if it happens. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, I'm going to get ready to bed down here. So anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good day. Bye-bye.